the lovely Shauna. Say hello, Shauna.
Hello.
So Shauna is one of my teammates here at Kodawari, and what's really fun is I've never worked with her before. I know she's a great mover. She does a little bit of the kettlebells, she does a little bit of the yoga, she does F45, she just does all the things. So we're gonna take you through a little bit of a kettlebell squat flow. We're gonna mix together kettlebell fundamentals with some core stuff and some other good stuff. So Shauna, we're gonna have you grab the bull by the horns, just hold that up there, and you're gonna drop into a prying squat or a yogi squat. So use your elbows to push out on your knees to push in on your elbows. Good, so what we're looking for right here is the ability to find this nice tall spine, and Shauna can make this her own. So you can kind of rock around, you can shimmy, you can shake. I've been working on trying to get a little internal rotation on there. Ooh, there you go. Good, we're a little tight quarters here in the office, so we're gonna do our best to get things moving here. Good, nice work. And so you don't have to add those internal rotations, just how she's shimmying, she's shaking, she's swaying, all that kind of stuff. Good, push that bell into the ground and then extend your legs all the way. Good, straighten up those legs and then rock all the way onto your heels, rock all the way onto your toes. So use the bell as leverage to push in and just warm up. So rock all the way up onto your toes. So come up and then come back. Good, just warming that up, right? It all starts with your feet. I call them your roots. You gotta water your roots. You gotta get through them, right? And so you guys have probably seen this pattern once or twice. I literally do this every day. I do this twice a day. This is one of my favorite movement snacks. It gets everything going. Good, you're gonna maintain that tension back into the bell and drive your knees out like you're gonna do a good hinge. So bring your hips a little bit higher than your knees and push those knees out. If you need a little bit wider angle, push the bell down into the ground, into the ground, into the ground. Now raise your right arm as high as you can. Eyes can follow this right wrist. Good, again, and then notice when pushing out here, can you keep that tension? Good, switch sides. Good, outstanding. Keep that going, you got 2 more of those to each side. Big toes stand down, strong arches, feeling that stretch through the torso. Outstanding. As you finish 3 on each side, you'll go ahead and extend those legs into a forward fold again. Good, nice work. Extend those legs. This time, you can bring your hands to the ground and walk your hands all the way between your legs. So go back as much as you can, tuck your head, tuck your chin, just do whatever kind of feels natural there. Good, then walk your hands all the way forward. So yoga people make this stuff look easy. I know, it's disgusting. Good, walk them back. But can you run, bike, and swim for like 6 hours straight?
Maybe not 6 hours.
Maybe not 6, yeah, that's right, that's what I thought. Good, then from there, you're just gonna drop back into a squat, bring both arms up and over your head. Good, get that booty as low as you can. Push those knees up, all the way up. You got 5 squats like that. Stand all the way up. Good, eyes down the road, back down. Perfect, so the other thing we're doing is we're just looking so that I can assess Shauna as well too as we're going. Are there any of those little leaks going on? Are her lats really tight? Is something going on funky at her knees? You know, you always gotta kind of prove it towards me. Okay, outstanding, kind of shake that out. It's that ability of being fast and loose. Okay, wonderful way to start. Next one I'll demonstrate for you. We're just gonna come into all fours or quadruped right here. So I'm still creating those knees driving out. And then from here, we're just gonna play patty cake with our shoulders, just warming up a little stability right here. So this is what we call a quadruped shoulder tap. Good, nice stable support. Go ahead, pushing those knees out the best that you can. Outstanding, and notice her weight's not shifting. Ooh, except for when the bully pushes her. Excellent job staying stable. And the more that those knees push out too, right, that wakes up that line of stabilization. You're doing that good there. Excellent job with her back staying stable. We got about 10 more seconds to go. You guys can make it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and step forward with your right leg into this half kneeling position, and you're going to push your fists into the ground. And from this position, you're going to make a little bit of a cat and cow. So round up, tuck that chin, and then come back down, sink into those shoulder blades, take those eyes up as well too. Good, let's do that 4 more times. Big round up. Oh, that cat position's easy, it feels good. What about that one, Shauna? That's harder for me as well too. And I remind people in these motions, it almost feels like you can't do it sometimes, especially when you get into the cow. That ability to create the tension down can be really challenging. Good, she's gonna flow through one more time each way, then we're gonna ask her to raise the right arm as high as she can. Good, raise that right arm all the way up now. So instead of rotating open, I'm gonna ask you to square this up. So take your eyes at that wall in front of you. Good, push through your hips the best that you can. Ooh, oh, you can wind up a little bit here if you need to. Good, push your right knee forward, keep going, keep going. All right, so from here, here's the challenge. Can you push your left hand into the ground against that right hand? Okay, push through your whole palm or that fist if you can. Whichever one feels more stable. There you go. So right hand against left hand, now right knee against left hand. Really drive your right knee forward and push your left hand into the ground. Good, find your breath, soften your body. Now right knee really forward, right hand back. Feel those two things separate. Oh, find that soft body, couple more breaths, Shauna. See, yoga people are supposed to be good at this and they still struggle too. Outstanding, great job, Shauna. Go ahead and switch sides for me and just keep facing that same direction. Good, nice transition. So starting with that cat and cow again. And for some of you guys, this will be really tight just in your hip flexors. Just getting into this half kneeling position can be big. So what's great about this workout as we're kind of warming up, we'll gradually increase a little bit of intensity, get a little bit of warmth. But these are all the fundamental positions of a squat flow kind of program. Will help you learn a little bit more of the kettlebell strength and how it phases in with mobility work and stability work here. And that's what we're after. Good, you got one more time through that. And then you're gonna raise that left arm as high as you can. Good, so remember you're not gonna rotate open. Do your best to take your eyes up, looking down the road. Left knee is driving forward. Good, you can untuck that back toe. And again, play the game right here. Right hand into the ground, left knee driving forward. Feel that little separation. Good, find your breath, soften your body. Left knee forward, left hand back. Feel those two things kind of pulling against each other. Then can you push down with that right hand? So just feeling all the tensions between opposite shoulder, opposite hip, same side shoulder, opposite hip. Good, and from there, just drop back into a child's pose, take a couple breaths. All right, so here's the cheesy joke I always make. Now we can start working out. Shauna, let's get you all the way back on your feet. Okay, we're just gonna do a round of goblet squats. So just rounding goblet squats now. She can find that little bit of external rotation with the feet. The toes can face out. We're looking for you to go just below 90 degrees here. So sit down there for a second, use your exhale to stand up. Good. Down nice and slow, sit in that pocket, and then spring up. Good, now I want you to hear that whole exhale. Stand as tall as you can up top. Good, so find this full extension. Push your hips all the way forward. Right, so are you stable up top? Told you as a bully. Right, so I want you completely locked out. Are you tall as you can be? Good, there you go. Oh, she got a little taller. Good. Nice work. Two more. Outstanding. Last one. Great job. Shake it out. Woo, right? So Shauna's strong. That's only 20 pounds, but she did a good job of using the tension, using your breath, using your angles. Cool, you're gonna come back to the quadruped position, the hands and knees, so you can just come right back to it. And then this time we're gonna work on your hip extension. So bring your knees off the ground. Okay, raise your right heel as high as you can. So find that hip extension, right? Squeeze that right booty, keep that cat position. Good, switch sides. Other side. Outstanding, great job right there. So we wanna maintain that lift, that's that cat position. That's part of the reason we warmed it up. Good, switching sides. At first, can you just get there? Like these can be 1 second reps. I love the tempo and kind of the tension that Shauna's getting right there as well too. The longer you can hold them, the better. So as this right heel rises, can this left knee almost push down? Good, switch sides. And that's how much tension can really help you. Shauna, you got one more on each side. So for you guys doing this potentially at home, we're just going for this about 30 or 45 second rest. Good, taking a little break. Outstanding. Good, child's pose is always a great place to rest. Let's bring your right leg out in front of you this time. Half kneeling again. This time you're going to grab that right knee with your left hand and then just rotate open with your right. Good. But really create this tension, right? So drive forward as much as you can, almost knees over toes, and then lock in this shoulder with that arm. So she's got that nice front side, eyes looking back. And I remind everybody to work on that thoracic extension, that little bit of ability there. Good, so she sees she got that little bit extra. Now find your breath. Use that ujjayi, use that down regulation breath. Good, one more. Outstanding, good job, switch sides. And again, the question I always ask, Shauna, do you think this is strength? Do you think this is mobility? Do you think this is stability? Which one is it?
All.
It's all of the above. It's a trick question. Shauna's got it. Yep, grab that sucker and then reach back behind. Again, you can see she's doing her best to set that right shoulder and use this left side kind of as a post. And then now that she's got that established as a post, can she pull back behind her there? Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Outstanding. Good. Let's get you all the way back on your feet and just scoot back up to the wall for a second. All right, so our next round here is we're going to come back down into about the half squat, and we're going to work on that internal rotation. So can that right knee come almost to the ground and then reestablish? Okay, if you can't get all the way there, even doing that can be a win. If you can get it all the way there, really focus on reestablishing back. Don't worry about sets or reps. This is more about doing this time under tension, about 45 seconds. So she's got good squat angles, really pushing back out. Outstanding, coming back down. Ooh, almost falling over. Nice shot. The more that Shauna can keep her shoulders square, the more she's gonna get that little kind of spiraling or rotation from the hips. You can almost feel you counterbalance a little bit when you go that way. Very good. Let's go 3 more to each side, Shauna. She's freaking stomp strong, huh? And she's got good mobility. Great job. Last one, left side. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna come back to the quadruped. Now can we add opposite arm, opposite leg? Ooh. Okay, so for you guys doing this at home, you can stay with the arm. You can go right, left, so let's do that at first. Right hand to left shoulder, hold it there. Right hand to left shoulder, just hold it there. Good, now go to the other side. Whoop. Good, now raise your right leg. Good, come back down, raise your left leg. Okay, so if you're just starting out, that's where you can go. So now can you get opposite arm, opposite leg at the same time? Yeah, good job, switch sides. So again, it's about choosing your adventure, and I'm a big fan of, you want to kind of find the range that you can handle, but might feel a little scared, a little unstable. This is probably the reason why we kind of call it flow, because we want that mindset that you're just at your edge. Good job, keep that breath going, Shauna. You got this one, you have 2 more to each side. If you're at home, you can always regress to just playing patty cake, just working on the heel raise. It's whatever you want to do, but this is all about finding that next level. Last one. Good, and rest. Woo! Good, take your little child's pose. When you come out of there, you're gonna find a half kneeling position with your right leg out in front, and you'll grab that bell with you as well too. Okay, so Shauna's gonna grab that bell and get it in her right hand and bring it up and over her head. All right, let's go the other way so the monkey man's not on you. There we go. You only gotta make that mistake once or twice with a clean. But a good rule of thumb when we get a kettlebell is when we go overhead, we wanna work on just trying to get that thumb to the back, right? And with this left hand, oh, stability. With this left hand, bring it out to the side. Okay, drive this right knee forward. Good, push back into me there. Good, she's doing a great job of just keeping her shoulders square. So we're just using this as the same side, arm and leg, to warm that position up. You can tell as strong as Shauna is, she's still shaking. Why is she shaking? Because she's using tension. The big toe's down, the knee's going forward, the right thumb's coming back, and she's even breathing. 2 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? It can be hard just to hold the position. You see somebody doing that, you don't think it's doing that much, but it's a lot. Woo! That was a good little shimmy right there. I like that. All right, left arm, left leg. There you go. Keep the monkey away from breaking. Drive that left knee forward. Knees over toe the best that you can. That thumb to the back. And so now think about just pulling your rib cage down a little bit, almost like you're crunching forward, but pulling that thumb back against it. Feel all those things at one time. Good, let's lower this hand just a little bit. Good, keep breathing. Keep driving through the hips. Keep that postural tension. We're helping you get better at that overhead flexibility without that wear and tear at this point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it down nice and slow. Great job. Cool. Why don't you just take a step over there for me? All right, next one we're doing is our thruster. So you're gonna get this guy rack position on your left hand. Remember, rack position, the idea is that you could press out of rack position. In this instance, keep the elbow in and the hand below your chin. This arm's gonna work, kind of help you keep your shoulders and hips square. Can you sit down close to that 90-degree angle? Use your hips to help you. Coming back down. All right, you're gonna do 8 of those on each side, Miss Shauna. Start with your left arm and your left arm. There we go.
Front like this.
Yep, find your angles.
Which arms are?
Yep, you can keep it out in front of you, right? So if it's out here, that's a reminder to keep your hips and shoulders square. And hold on, I know CrossFit and F45 and all these other places like to teach us there. But the idea is that we can press, and I don't want your shoulder to have to do that, right? Right, that feels more comfortable. Okay, squat down as low as you can, and then use your legs to help you press it. Good, when you get there, squeeze your hips forward, pull that rib cage down. Good, back down. And then again, work on pulling it down, almost like you're doing a lat pull. There you go. Nice, good job. Great adjustment right there. Good, square those shoulders, square those hips. Good job, Shauna. 2 or 3 more. Outstanding. Last one. So stand up nice and tall, posture as good as possible. Pull it down in like 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, set the bell down, shake it off for a second. That's that idea of fast and loose. What did you do earlier? Whatever that.
Little shimmy, shimmy.
Little shimmy, shimmy. All right, same thing on the other side. Magic number is roughly about 8. Don't worry if you can only do 5. Your bell is slightly heavier than you need to, wherever you're at. Good, coming down, find that bottom. Good, good job using that breath. Good, tighten those peaches up top, pull down that rib cage. Almost think about leaning forward a little bit. Right, do that again without the head coming forward. Outstanding. Thumb pulls to the back, hips squeeze forward, rib cage stays down. Good, last one. Outstanding, great job. 9, pull it down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way into its pocket. Good job. Cool, take a step over there again. Okay, another kind of squat flowy core position right here is the idea of the break dancer. So from the quadruped position, I'm now gonna raise this right hand and kick my left leg through. You wanna keep this left shoulder nice and long, create space right here. You should have just enough room right here. Again, this is about 9 degrees out, tall here, hips are sitting but not sitting down, arm pulls back. As you get better, see what you got, Shauna. Can you break dance?
Is my bottom foot touching the ground?
It is touching the ground. Okay. A lot of people will coach it without it necessarily coaching the ground. I want you to use it. Good, so start and slow. So you can push into that guy. Stay nice and tall here. Now drop your butt back towards the ground a little bit. Pull that hard. Good, other side. Right, and you can feel that ringing out in your torso. Good, you can use that leg to help you out. Perfect. Nice work. Okay, pick up the pace a little bit. Nice work. Eyes following. Perfect. Last 10 seconds, tear it up. Fast. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Outstanding. Woo! Let's get you all the way on your feet. You can take your down regulation time. Don't let me rush you. Okay, so we're gonna grab the bell again. And we spent a little bit of time down here in this position. It's really important that we pull your shoulders back now, right? So if we start in a calf stretch position with your left leg in front, we're gonna get the bell in our left arm. So you're gonna use this back leg just as a kickstand so that your weight's basically like 80-20 all into this left hip. If my butt comes to the outside and that knee stays right over the middle of my foot, I'm in a good position. So right arm's gonna come out here. I'm gonna lean forward as much as I can. Again, that's all in my left butt. Can I pull that up? Okay, let's see what you got. Okay, if you got it in your right, there you go. No, you're good.
Okay.
Yep, bend that right knee forward a little bit, drive it over the middle of your foot, and push back through this back heel. Good, perfect. Now pull. And a good reminder that it always starts, good, back down. It always starts with the scapula, pulling high. Good, back down. And then rowing, specifically for you guys that swim a lot, is crucial. Most of your shoulders are stuck forward.
We had a little technical difficulties here, but the point I was making is rowers, it's very imperative that you row and you pull those shoulders back. Your shoulders are stuck a little bit forward, so learning how to pull back against your back line is crucial. Since the camera shut off, go ahead and finish about 8 to 10 of those reps on each side. You just want to make sure it's even to other side, and then we're going to pick right back up with the break dancer wild thing. So we missed a little bit of this as well too. So the idea here is you follow that break dancer and then you find your bridge.
Again. So come here, and so you got that awesome back bend energy. Come up. I just want to see what happens if you just, instead of finding here, pull back against this thumb and then push this knee away. Right? You feel a little different flexibility when you do that. Okay, so chase that line a little bit more versus your back bend energy. So you come there, and so what she's really trying to do is pull against that back line, push that right knee away, so she's getting that through her thoracic spine. Okay, good. And with this position, there's not necessarily a right or a wrong, it's just kind of an expression. But to the point is you always want to find that range of motion that's just out of your comfort zone. How can you get a little bit more challenge out of there? You know, at first it's like, can I do this goofy stuff Garrett's asking me to do it? And then the next thing you know, you're finding this bigger expression. Good, one more to the other side, Miss Shauna. We're almost there, guys. We got another round of thrusters. We're gonna pull from the other side, and you'll have done kind of most of the major movements. All right, chillax for a second. Good, again, you can retreat to that child's pose anytime you want, anytime you need. Outstanding, good job. Let's take the bell back. We got one more round of thrusters. We're gonna start in your left hand. Always start with your strong side, not your stronger side. So using those hips to help you press again. Magic number is 8 on each side. Good, use the breath. There you go. Do your best to bring that elbow all the way down. I know you're conditioned to keep it high to the outside. I want you to use less trap. And to keep that bell as vertical as possible. It's what we call greasing the groove in kettlebell training. Perfect. Hips squeeze forward, thumb to the back. There you go. Ooh. She's strong, no denying it. Got one more, and then give me a good negative on the way down with that kettlebell. Pull it down real slow, 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 slow. All the way that elbow into your rib cage, into the side. Good, so that negative is a great way to build up that strength. Good, you can set the bell down, find your little shake it out. Okay, same game on the other side. We're almost there, team. We got this.
Woo!
Let it out. It's a good amount of work in 20-ish minutes.
Yes.
Good, back down. But at the same time, it's not stuff that's gonna thrash you. If Shauna wants to go do an F45 class or go to yoga later, she can go do whatever she was planning on. If you've got a long run, bike, or swim, you can still get these things done. I just recommend if you're gonna do cardio and you're gonna do strength, that you find a separation in those two. It's kind of like the 2-a-day mentality. If you have at least 4 hours separating exercise bouts, your body has that opportunity to kind of recover from them. It's really, really helped me out. That's what we refer to as the drip effort. You know, these 15 or 20-minute strength and mobility workouts go a long way, especially for multi-sport athletes. Good. I'm not counting at all, so let's do 1 or 2 more. I'm a trainer, 2 more. Such a boy. Good, nice and tall. Pull it down slow, 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 slow. All the way into its pocket, set it down nicely. All right, cool. So we'll make another one of these where we work on swings again, but I'm just hesitant because I gotta make sure you do your hinges and that you've got good forms before we start talking about swings. Okay, so now we're gonna get right leg in the back, left leg out in front. And again, think about that idea of the hips going to the outside, the knees coming over the toes. I'm gonna reach basically right for that big toe. Can the shoulder initiate it? Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Did you hear that? Wow, exactly why you need to do this. Okay, you have around 10 of those. The prescribed rep range would be about 8 to 12. So rep in your right hand, so now we're contralateral. So last time we were same arm, same leg. This time we're doing opposite arm, opposite leg. There you go. Good squeeze, perfect. In this instance, you're really practicing pulling back against the back line. There's lots of these great rows you can do with a kettlebell, and that's part of the reason why I love it. If you were gonna get one weight for a lady starting off, I'd recommend buying about a 15. The one Shauna's using, I believe, is a 10 kg, which makes it about 22 pounds. So a 15, a 20 are really good weights for most women that they can do a lot of things with. Good, she's doing a good job. I can tell she's starting to get fatigued. Let's finish this one and get 2 more. All right, last one. Good, chillax. Good, switch that foot pattern up. Shake it off, fast and loose. Last one. Almost there.
Whoop.
You made it all that time and you almost fall over. Good, lean forward a little bit more into that right hip. That knee can push forward just a little bit, right? Use that separation of the right knee pushing forward and the left heel pushing back. That is that stability. And I keep pointing her right here so she gets a reminder to start with that scapula and then to pull that elbow back. She's doing a really good job. Once again, Shauna's got a diverse background and it's showing. Let's go 2 more. All right, nice work, Shauna. You can set that down. High fives. High fives. Cool, so there's your 25-ish minute. We kind of did a little bit of everything. How do you feel right now?
Sweaty.
Sweaty, right? So she's sweating. You can tell she did some work, but how's your posture feel right now?
I feel like lifted a little bit.
Yeah, you feel a little lifted.
Yeah.
It's enough to kind of activate everything, but without breaking it down. And again, that's kind of what we're after. Good job.